What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day. And it's Monday, which can only mean one of two things. Either we are doing a Mailbox Monday, where we unbox and review packages sent in by you guys, or it is a Monday mini unboxing, where we take a look at something that isn't as crazy as, say, a $250 mask. Well, today we're doing a Monday mini unboxing, and I have quite the special item. Pretty excited for this one. Again, nothing too crazy. This isn't going to be a $500 Slipknot mask. It's not going to be a $500 Michael Myers mask. It's not even going to be a mask. However, I have lots of other interests that somewhat connect to this channel, so I started this little series to show you guys those other little scores that might fit into various corners of my collection, and today's piece definitely fits into a small, very specific collection of mine. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop on into it. We've got a package here from
Rock World Megastore.
Any guesses? I don't exactly know what I'm going to make the title or the thumbnail of this video, so I might have just already told you guys what it was. But regardless, we've got a package here from West Borland.
Guy wears a lot of makeup. More like West Borland.
I'm going to be very careful cutting this open because my friend Biz already got his, and he told me not to cut into the package like an idiot. So, I am not going to cut into the package like an idiot, and I'm glad that I didn't because I would have ruined the box art, and just thank God that Biz gave me that heads up, or I definitely would have cut into this like an idiot, even though I literally unbox packages for a living. So, struggling to get this out. It just fits in there so well, okay?
That's what she said.
Okay, here we go. Are you ready? What we've got is our very own West Borland Lucy the Bunny, which you can't see her at all, so I guess I'm gonna have to fully take her out of the package, which I was undecided on. I didn't know if I wanted to take it out of the package or not, but since you literally can't see the bunny itself, we're gonna have to do that. However, we can look at the box art. This would have been what I destroyed by cutting into that box like a dumb. So, thankful for Biz for warning me not to do that. This is my favorite piece of art on the entire box, so I'm really glad that there's not a giant gash all the way down West Borland's being. But all of the artwork on this box is done by West Borland. We got the little tiki bar right there. We got Lucy, because this is Lucy the Bunny, Lucy the Rabbit, and then we've got Mr. Borland himself, of course. And then we've got a little Death Bunny stamp on top, and there does appear to be a little bit of damage to the box, which is unfortunate because it's not like I can just snag another one or trade these out because they are limited. And I'm honestly not going to make that big of a deal about it anyways. It's the top of the box at least, so it's the least seen part of the box. Once this is up on a shelf with Lucy the Bunny, I'll probably have this turned out, and I'll have the bunny kind of off to one side with some other West Borland / Limp Bizkit memorabilia around it. But yeah, the box is super rad. I definitely dig the box. I think that they hit the nail on the head with this one, but we have yet to see the bunny, so what do you say we go ahead and jump on inside the package and take Lucy out and take a look at her. Alright, I want to be as careful as possible. Luckily, they've made it pretty easy to be careful, and we are about to make a mess. Okay, well, let's take the OG box that we took the actual Lucy the Bunny out of. There is a slip right here. I think this is a COA with a signature, which we will look at in just a second, and we will kind of empty some of this into this box. That way we don't make a mess. We can put it right back inside, and we can still take the bunny out. Alright, so I'm going to set that box to the side. I will set this box to the side. And now we can take a look at our very own Lucy the Bunny. Now, I have no idea what the story behind West Borland being so obsessed with this porcelain bunny was, but he seems to have used it on many, many occasions, so it's just kind of a West Borland staple. He always had his little porcelain bunny. And Wes is such a cool artist and such a cool dude that he was like, you know what, we need replicas of those, which is really strange to do, but I guess he kind of gets it with people like me, because this is the exact exact thing that I would like to purchase. I'm all about my replicas, I'm all about my weird little oddball things, and I'm all about my favorite musicians. So for him to do something like this is super, super rad, at least in my opinion. And now we have 1-to-1 scale perfect replicas of the bunny that Wes Borland was so fond of. Now again, these were limited to 250 copies, so I had to jump all over it as soon as he threw these things up, and they were pretty cheap. I think it was 60 bucks for this package. I think that the box art alone and the fact that it's a limited edition item is enough to make up for that price. I don't think that's a bad price whatsoever. But when you guys feel this thing in your hand and realize that this is like really legit ceramic porcelain material, it has to be identical to the bunny that he has. This thing is really, really nicely made, and it's just something super weird and super cool to add to the collection, so I am definitely stoked on it. Let's set the bunny to the side. I do want to take a look at the COA that was sent. I do believe that these were all hand numbered and signed by Wes Borland, at least from what I've seen on the internet. I know a couple collectors that have gotten theirs before me, so they definitely handled these with care. The fact that they went through all of these steps to make sure that the box was safe, to make sure that the COAs were safe. They were even sealed in like a waterproof little individual envelope there. That's super, super rad. So I'll definitely have to get a frame for this to display it with Lucy, but here we have the COA, and we've got number 2 of 250. Dude, I was 1 off from number 1. That's crazy. Super sick. And then obviously we've got the Wes Borland signature there, and they just look nice. Definitely looks like Wes Borland's art style and is going to match everything else perfectly. So I have a feeling that I'm going to have it set up something like this, with this little guy framed right over here. And then I've got some Wes Borland masks and whatnot that I will be putting around it. So super cool, super unique little score for today's Monday mini unboxing. I am definitely stoked about that, and that's why I love this series so much. Because if it wasn't for this series, a lot of these scores would go unsung and people out there might not even know about this stuff. So it gives me the chance to show you guys more things that I'm passionate about and more cool things to add to my collection that don't necessarily fit into any other sort of niche here on the channel. A Wes Borland mask, yeah, sure, that could get its own video, but a weird ceramic Wes Borland rabbit replica, that is something for a very specific series, and that series is Monday Mini Unboxing. So, along with this purchase, I think I automatically got entered to win one of Wes Borland's bunny suits. That would be super, super cool to have here in the collection, so fingers crossed for that. And yeah, I think that that pretty much does it for today's video. So as always, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with some nice up-close shots of this stuff. I will show you the COA, I will show you the rabbit, and I will show you the package. So, thank you guys very, very much for watching. Really hope that you've enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and leave me a like on this video and maybe even comment down below. Let me know your favorite thing about Wes Borland, because the guy just seems to be a really incredible human being. And with all that being said, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, but yes to bunnies, and we will see you guys in the next one.